Here we are, the Summerween Superstore.
Summer what?
Summerween! People of this town love Halloween so much they celebrate it twice a year. And wouldn't you know it, it's today.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamara Jordan, Tammy Turns Pages. I'm so glad that you were here and that you decided to turn pages with me today. Today we are doing another reading vlog, but this time we are doing one of my favorite Summerween reading vlog. Summerween usually takes place like the end of June, beginning of July. The specific dates for this one are July 3rd through the 9th. I think I'm either going to go from the 6th to the 10th, which is Monday to Friday, or depending on how long it takes me, 6th to the 12th. But let me give you the prompts first, and then I'll tell you what books I'm reading for the prompts. One is read a book in the dark or at night. Number 2 is read a thriller or a horror book. Number 3 is read a new to you author. Number 4 is read a book with pink on the cover. And number 5 is read a book with less than 250 pages. So these are all the books that I'm going to be reading for this vlog. This one is The Summer Fun Massacre, and this is a book by Craig DeLuey. But this is going to go for prompt number 2. This is a summer camp slasher, and I'm really excited about it. A new to you author is going to be Sarah Anderson. It's actually a graphic novel, but it's like a black and white and red graphic novel. The next one, which is read a book with pink on the cover, is going to go to Uncharmed. This is by Lucy Jane Wood. She's wearing like a pink dress. She's got pink shoes, pink flowers. Some of the sky is pink. The windows are pink. So there's a lot of pink in here. And on the back. And then the last one, read a book under 250 pages. This is by R.L. Stine. This one is called Welcome to the Deadhouse. And this is actually the book that I'm going to start reading first. Besides reading these books, I'm also going to make like monster cookies or something like that. I don't know, walk around a graveyard maybe? Or try to find something scary to do. I will be watching horror movies as well because, you know, gotta do it. And yeah, I just plan on having fun and leaning into this Summerween energy. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this wonderful Summerween vlog. And let's get started. Halfway through now. It's been about an hour. I'm on chapter 10, page 63. There's only 120 pages in this book, so I thought I'd give you a quick little update. Wasn't sure if I was going to, but then I thought, you know, why not? So this book follows our main characters, Amanda and Josh. Amanda and Josh are just moving into a new neighborhood, into a new house. They're about to go to a new school, and they're not happy about it. Their dad inherits a house from kind of an estranged uncle that he doesn't really remember, and like he doesn't even know if he's met him before, which is weird. But he's wanting to be a writer, the dad, and he thinks this is a great opportunity for me to like not have to work and just have a space to write. The bill's already paid and we just have to move in and that's it. So he ends up moving his whole family to this neighborhood called Dark Falls. Is it Dark Falls? Yep. And it is pretty sketchy from day one. They are greeted by someone who like gives them the keys that kind of knew the uncle who has passed, and he's weird. Then the dog Petey starts to freak out on this random guy who's, you know, supposed to be helping give the keys and whatnot. He also doesn't really want to go into the house. He starts freaking out when they try to get him, and he runs away. He is finally caught, but just is super reluctant to go into the house. Amanda starts to just have weird feelings when she's in the house. Like, there are damp spots and cold spots, and she notices like strange things. Like, she sees an image of a child's kind of face, but like blurred in the window. She also like notices that like the breeze is going through the curtains, but the windows aren't open. Weird things like that. And she is trying to tell her parents, but her parents are like, yeah, no, I don't believe you. It must just be like a draft or whatever. She and her brother are going to school and trying to make friends. And she ends up kind of meeting this group of kids that she starts kind of being friendly with along with her brother. The problem is that this group of kids are not what they seem. I'm liking this so far. It's very nostalgic, and that's why I wanted to read it. Also, some of the like language in here, like the way people are being described, is just very like silly. Like, this girl's tall and pretty, or that girl's blonde. Like, the real superficial. But also, her dad, she describes herself, Amanda, and her brother as like tall and thin, and her mom is tall and thin, but then her dad, she's like, he's so fat, like he can't even sit in this one little area, like this little like nook in our house. And I'm like, girl, like, chill, like that's your dad, like, you know what I mean? So anyway, I was like, this chick is ruthless. But yeah, I'm liking it so far, and I will give you an update probably tomorrow once this is finished. I am also planning on watching a scary movie tonight and making cookies, so I will show you what that looks like. What they look like. I'm going to put them in for 12 minutes. Well, 10 to 12 minutes. And it'll be at 350. This is the final result. I had to add a few more of these because they started to kind of melt. But yeah, and they're a little bit darker maybe than I'd like. But they definitely got flatter than I was assuming that they were going to get. So I used less flour this time, and so they got flatter, because the last time I used a little bit too much flour and they were really puffy, like little hockey pucks. And so, yeah, baking is a science. All right, I wanted to share my final thoughts on R.L. Stine's Welcome to Deadhouse. This is part of the Goosebumps series. I liked this a lot, actually. I gave this 3.75 stars. This was very nostalgic, funny, a little ridiculous, kind of spooky, honestly. Some scary moments. There was a really cool graveyard scene that I thought was fun and made me want to go visit a graveyard. So maybe we'll still do that. I'm not sure. But yeah, I like this a lot, and I thought this was quick and fun. I was able to get to about halfway through Uncharmed by Lucy Jane Wood. I got to page 203, which is chapter 18. So this book follows our main character, Annie. She is a witch, and she is very like buttoned up and proper, and she owns a bakery. She is very type A. She's got it all figured out, basically. She is tasked with trying to help a new witch. Her name is Maeve. She is an angsty teenager. She is just learning how to deal with her powers. In the Coven's eyes, she's going to be extremely strong and powerful. Maeve needs some mentoring, and they believe that Annie, or Andromeda is her name, is the one to do it. She is given the opportunity to do this mentorship in this man named Hal. He's like a warlock. She's going to be doing it at his house. There's a lot of lore behind who he is. I'm not sure why, but the Coven says his house is the best house to do it, so they actually end up staying at his house, and he is reluctant to have them there. The first 25% of this is just setup of Annie's character, her bakery, a lot of delicious descriptions of food and the things that she's baking. I mean, you're gonna want to have some bakery goods on hand if you're reading this. Kind of slow, and I was actually a little bit concerned that it wasn't gonna pick up, but it does pick up a little bit. This is a cozy fantasy, so that's kind of what you're gonna expect with these types of stories. I am actually at a part now where it seems to be picking up. There's a mystery that basically needs to be solved, and so we're trying to solve that. There are a lot of different plot lines, and I would even say like some plot holes. It's probably going to end up being around a 3-star. I'm not sure if it's like because I kind of was in a slump or if just maybe cozy mystery is not my thing. That's where I'm at so far, and I will update you when I'm finished. I'm counting this as reading at night because it's almost 8 o'clock now and it's getting dark. But I did want to also tell you in this book that the main character, Annie, she's obsessed with pink. She loves pink. It's her favorite. Everything is pink. I forgot to tell you that in the update. The next morning, and I wanted to give you like a quick little update on these two books. This morning actually it was very, very, very foggy, and we got a little bit of mist. Not rain per se, but it was the right vibe for this morning, so I will take it. I was able to finish Uncharmed. I liked it. The second half definitely felt better than the first half. The first half was very setting it up, trying to get all the characters in line and, you know, giving you all the background details. But the second half, I feel like definitely did kick off. There were a lot more things happening. I did say there was like kind of like a mystery and a few things happening at the end that I thought were good. This is the second of 3. And I think the next one is supposed to be coming out this September. So that'll be fun. I think I am going to read it. This one I liked a little bit more. I think I gave the first one a 3. This one I'm going to give a 3.5. I liked the descriptions of the food. And I also really liked the found family in this, and there was a lot of found family. One thing I kind of missed and wish would have happened was giving us a little bit more backstory on Hal and his like wizard lore. But besides that, I thought this was good. I was able then to go quickly into Fangs. This took me about 20 minutes to read. It is a very short graphic novel about a werewolf and a vampire, and they fall in love. Her name is Elsie. I think his name is Jimmy. It's just cute. It's like the nuances of a werewolf and a vampire and their relationship and how they make it work because they are obviously polar opposites. And I thought it was really cute and kind of gave me a little bit of Twilight vibes or something. I mean, not really, but like kind of, just because of the whole werewolf vampire thing. I think I'm gonna give this a 4. It was fun and I'm glad I own it, and I definitely will pick this up and read it again because it's so quick. I'm gonna move on to my next book, which is The Summer Fun Massacre by Craig DeLuey. I will start this now and I will let you know what I think maybe tomorrow. I want to come on and share just a little bit about where I'm at in The Summer Fun Massacre by Craig DeLuey. I got to page 179, chapter 24, and I just want to tell you a little bit about it. So this book follows our main character, Tom Bailey. He is a police deputy and he is trying to solve a mystery. In 1983, there was a massacre at the Summer Fun camp. It was a group of camp counselors who heard something in the woods, and then I think one of them decided to check on it or something and never came back, and then one by one they all unalived except for one. There was one sole survivor. Her name is Mary, and she actually was Tom's girlfriend at the time and even before this massacre happened. She is very adamant about what she saw there and what happened that night. Cut to 9 years later, in 1992, they decide that they think it's okay at this point to open up the campsite again and try to, have campers come. So the night before it opens, they are all sitting around a bonfire and they hear a weird sound in the woods, and no one goes to check on it this time, but they do call the cops, and they feel silly about calling the cops, so they tell the cops, just never mind, don't come. Unfortunately, right after they talk to the cops, people start dying. Our main character, Laura, who is another survivor, but from the 1992 massacre, thinks that it's not a man or a woman, but it's an entity, and Mary feels the same way. Tom is trying to get to the bottom of this story. They never caught them or whatever it was in 1983, and that's why Tom is so adamant on catching this thing now, because it's basically a cold case and many people have died and he doesn't want any more people to die. This is a lot of police procedural, which I didn't think that's what it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like the campground and camp counselors like dying and, like a camp slasher. This is more after the fact, actually after 2 of them. It's a little bit different, but I still do like it, and I like the way the story is being told. We're getting a lot of recounts from Laura's perspective because this is happening in real time. I mean, this is like a couple days after the new massacre. I'm liking it so far. I'm almost done with it. I would say I probably have about 120 pages left, but I will give you a final review when I am done. I want to come on and share my final thoughts on The Summer Fun Massacre by Craig DeLuey. But first I wanted to share where I went. I went to Prospect Park in the Mission Hills area in San Diego. It's a grave site. It has graves from like 1800s. Also, Ryan was telling me too that it was a cavalry grave site. And yeah, there's like over 1,000 people buried there. There was only like 40 headstones, but there's over 1,000 people buried there. It's just kind of funny that it's a park, but also the burial feels like. I did really like this book a lot. It was very good. It also had a lot of like supernatural elements to it, and it was, I would say, like the end was like, whoa, you're not getting like a full like wrap up, and this is the first in a series too, so it makes sense. I like the characters. I really liked Mary's character. She was wild, and I really liked Tom too. He had some growing to do, which he did. A lot of mysteries were solved. There were a lot of reveals. It definitely leaves you wanting more. Yeah, I like this, and I would give this probably a 4. It was really fun to read. I decided to add Summerween book recs, Summerween movies, TV shows, and my TBR to the end of this video. I'm going to show that to you guys after this, but I did want to say thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you guys have a great Summerween. I had so much fun reading all these books, and I'm not going to stop. I'm going to read a couple more books just on my own. But yeah, if you like this video, please don't hesitate to like, comment, share, subscribe. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye.